baby Gabs, you know, one thing I can tell you, her sisters take care of her hair. Her sister that is in college, I'm just doing it now because I know this semester is a rough one for her. And she's not here. So I'm taking care of her hair until her sister comes home from school. But I'm telling you, I'm so impressed of how healthy, long this little girl here is. Um, Even though Gabby wants to get extension and stuff like that in her hair, but Gabby dad does not allow anything like that to her hair. But it's a good thing because man, the picnic ear does nice and just lovely. I'm telling you, I'm falling in love with Gabby here so much. And you know, her dad is the no extension guy. He don't want no extension in his child's hair. But she has beautiful hair, guys. I so love it. Yeah, I wanna massage Carl's daughter in. Gabby, why does it still feel wet? I don't even know. All right. So I'm gonna plait the back, and then I'm gonna kern her up the front. Okay. All right, guys. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Guys, I used to do hair for a living, you know, at one point in my life when I moved to the US. So, but I don't do hair no more. I have no interest in it. Don't like doing it. But my kids, they take it from me. They're very good hairstylists, you know. So I just want to make sure my daughter is not getting traction alopecia by sending her to somebody to do her hair too tight, because her sister has done an amazing job keeping her hair so healthy and long. I didn't blow out her hair. I just make sure I stretched it with the air dryer. So right now it is actually stretched but not blown out. If I blow it out, it will be super, super long. But she's so trained because she said, I'm so, mommy, you're so soft in my hair, because she said when Aliana is doing her hair, she's not soft at all. Look at this, guys. You're depressed today? I'm sorry to hear that, baby. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, my love. Okay, did you go for a walk today, lovely? God bless her. Hello, how are you doing, sweet love? How are you? I'm doing Gabs here because her sister is on campus. She's away. She's not here. So normally her sister takes care of her hair for me. So I never had to worry about doing their hair because Big Sissy just makes sure her sisters are right. But her sister is away at school and I have to take up the role until our semester is over and she comes home to us. So, okie dokie. All right, here it is. So I didn't use a lot of heat on it because I don't think her sister used a lot of heat. So I just stretch it and just to make sure, you know. But okay, Gabs, give me a second. I got a part under here. Gabby, you know what I'm gonna want you to get for me? Those hair ties that I have in my closet. You hear me, Gabs? Gabby,
Hmm?
you hearing me?
What?
I have some, you know, the hair ties that I took out of your hair. It's on my closet. In my closet, the thing that I used to bun your hair up.
Okay.
It's in my closet on the stand. Like to catch up your hair.
Okay.
Mama Tan Burn, how are you? Happy birthday. Um, where are you? You found it? It's the black things that I used to catch up your hair.
I found it.
Okay, come on. Yeah. Hi, lovelies. How you doing? Sit down, sit down. Come, you gotta sit the right way, mama. Come on. Don't make me do you like how Aliana do you. Cause I gotta make sure because when her hair is done by Aliana, you could tell it's done by a professional. So I have to make sure that my parts are good. And somehow I just feel like my parts are being lean right now. But hey, one thing I know how to braid. So we'll get it. But I want to make sure the parts are real. Okie dokie. Yes. See, I have to catch it up like that. How are you guys doing? Don't forget to like the video, guys. Do not forget. Don't forget to like. Don't laugh at me now. That's a long time me not do that here. But I'm just gonna plot it up until Sissy get home. Then Sissy will take care of it. All right, Mama. Gabby, hold up your head a little bit because you're down too much in that thing. All right, cool. All right. I'm just gonna do the back part of it. Just the back. I'm going to braid. Just the back, and I'm gonna cornrow the front. Back into mommy's duty. Gabby, turn your hair. Gotta do it neat, Gabby. Guys, you know how long me not braid here? You know how long me not going to somebody here? Hey, Jesus, no sir. But I'm happy that I have kids that take care of their little siblings, you know? And I better not make an inch come off Gabby here because I'm going to be cussed out for it. So I gotta. But our hair was just looking a mess. Our hair's been done for two months. Going on 2 months. It was done like the first part 1 month. But it couldn't go no more. It was just looking a mess. I didn't want her to go to school looking like that. You know. So I'm just trying to do my little remedy until Sissy comes home. She takes care of her sister for me. Yeah. You can turn it up just a little tiny bit more so you can hear it. So look how long this hair is, guys. All the way down to her back. You see that? Jesus, I picked your ear long. Is it Carol's daughter she's using in her hair while her hair is like this? This is the oil that Aliana used in your ear, Gabby? Gabby not hear me. Aliana has the best ear products though. She has the best ear products. Her hair routine products are just like on point. And you can even though Gabby gets braid, you don't see any alopecia traction because you know sometimes people braid your hair, and like me, I have alopecia traction at the side of my hair because my hair was braided too tight and it damaged my scalp. So you could see that my daughter, when she does her hair is well protected, you know, well protected. So hopefully this can last for a month. And by then they're supposed to be going on spring break so she can come home and comb her little sissy hair. Here's what I'm saying. I'm trying. Baby, I'm trying. Sleeping. You're locked up in my head. I'm just doing the back like this. And then the front, I'm going to cornrow it back. Good evening, my love. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. I'm fully in effect in mommy's mode right now. And so while I'm at it, I'm just hanging out with you guys and just chatting. After Sunday dinner and dessert, Always getting baby girl ready for back to school. Her go back to school tomorrow, and getting her hair braided. You know, but the baby girl has a lot of hair, guys. But you want to wear her hair curly to school. It's like, girl, that's not gonna happen. Because to get our hair curly, you gotta moisturize it and keep wetting it, you know. And in this winter, we don't want to be doing that. So protective style is the way. I really, I really think it's the best way. Alrighty. Think I'm doing good. I don't know. Looks like I'm doing good, guys. Lorena gonna be mad. Like, why I didn't make her do it? Don't Gabby.
Mm-hmm.
So she gonna start getting mad. Well, because Aliana not here to do it, I couldn't do her hair. Don't she gonna say that? Guys, look at this. Look how long this little girl ear is. Jesus, Nessa. Good genes, boy. I tell you. No, my oldest daughter, her hair is all the way down to her butt. All the way down to her butt. And with them, all of my kids have to have natural hair because my husband, he doesn't believe in processing hair, and he don't want no processing in their hair. So they have to wear their hair natural, but they'll put on wig though. But he's a natural guy, so I think it really helped them though because it lets it all their hair is super super long. My oldest daughter, her hair is all the way down to her back, and it's natural, 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 natural. But by them not putting any chemical in their hair, really, really helps them, and it helps them to learn to, you know, how to care their natural hair. In the summertime, my daughter, she just do conditioner, curl, and go. But my other daughter, she just braid her hair, braid their hair, and then they'll grab her like a wig on or something. But they protect them hair a lot. The hair is always braided. That's the bottom line of it. And it's not braided with extension either. It's just naturally braided. Oh my goodness, Gabby. I would come up too much? She's up too much on me, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. Good night, guys. How is it going? How is it going? Okay, 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 okay. Alrighty, baby. Alrighty. Well, whitey then. Alright, I have one more row and then I'll can on the top part. Good evening. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know where you guys are watching from. Maybe a comb keep dropping. Keep dropping, keep dropping, keep dropping. Her natural hair is so well taken care of, guys. And that's I can't give myself compliment for that because I don't do it. Her sister does. But I know my daughter used the Onks OGX. That's what it's called. She used the OGX shampoo in her hair. She used it in my hair too. But then she'll also have let's see, she has Carl daughter here. So that means she probably used that. I need to get some of that to put in my hair too, cause boy, I need my hair to grow back. She's so busy, she's not here to take care of my hair. You know, when she's here, my hair is just long. But while she's away, I just have to suffer. Natural hair, you love it. My husband, he loves natural hair. He doesn't want. He said that we are very beautiful with our natural hair. We don't need to have extensions, and we're beautiful. And that's what he said every day. So that my daughter is 25 years old and her hair is not permed, but her hair is long, 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 all the way down to her back. Because he doesn't believe in extension. He don't want no extension in their hair. And now I'm like, it's a good thing because Gabby hair is all the way down to her back and she doesn't have any extension, you know? Look how far her hair is. Get up, Gabby. Look how far her hair is and there's no extension in there. Look here. So it kind of making sense to me now what he's talking about. He's like, I don't want no extension in her hair, especially Gabby. He doesn't want any extension. But sometimes her sisters would like at the front, they'll put a little curly, cause Gabby like a little curly thing. They'll put like a little piece, so they'll braid her hair and make that little curly thing drop out of it. But they use her natural hair, no extension in it. But now I'm like, as a mom, I'm super grateful that he's like that because I'm able to see that, hey, natural hair is beautiful, and if we take care of it, it can grow, and we just have to take care of it, and love it. Hello, yeah, he speaks the truth. Yeah, I mean, I was mad when he came up with that thing. I mean, I did not like it, and I remember I used to perm my hair. And I was like, how is my hair going to go natural? How am I going to maintain my hair? You don't know what you're talking about because you're not a woman and you don't know how hard it is to maintain our hair. And he's like, babes, just try it. Try it for a year. And my hair has been natural for 12 years. And I don't ever think I would ever perm my hair though. But the girls, they didn't have an option. My husband says no extensions. He says no perm, so they couldn't have it. So now that both of them are adults, they still don't perm their hair. And my daughter had a video, she had a brand shoot for her business the other day, and she blew out her hair, and it was all the way down to her butt. I was like, girl, how did your hair grow so long? But they don't like blowing out their hair either. They don't like to use a lot of heat on their hair. So that's why with Gabs, I just stretch it. I don't blow it out. I just stretch it, Because I don't want Aliana, because they're like, Mommy, your hair is heat damage. My daughters are the same way, yeah. When I was growing up in my time, perm was the thing. So telling me not to perm my hair, I was not going to go by that. And I just thought my husband was just selfish because I'm like, we don't born with pretty straight hair, And he's like, your hair is pretty the way it is. I was like, you can say anything you want to say because you're really not, it's not your hair, And he asked me, he's like, just for my kids, could you please not put any chemical in their hair, please? Just don't do it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try stop putting chemicals in my hair. And I'm happy I did. After there's class actions about chemicals and what was in the chemicals and stuff. And I was like, well, I don't know if I got anything prior to, but I know for now, for the last 12 years, I have not put any chemical in my hair. So, but look, it's not no chemical, no braids, no nothing. And it looks like she has braid extension in her hair. Yeah. Well, she does swimming. Um, so we have to use her swim cap because of the chlorine. The chlorine also is not good for the hair. So we make sure that she doesn't swim unless she wears her swim cap. You know, just to try to protect because it strips the hair. Definitely strips it. Oh, Gabby, I'm doing it the wrong way. Yep. I would be like, oh, the little kids look cuter when their hair has extension in. I used to say that. I'm like, how are the kids gonna look pretty? They're not gonna look pretty. He's like, oh, you mean they're not gonna look pretty? Like they're not gonna look pretty if they don't have extension in. But I guess he's old school, you know. My daddy don't care if you have extension in or not. My daddy didn't care about that. But it's his kids, so you gotta respect that too as well. It's not my daddy's kids. Gabby, oh make it bend up so. Hmm? That's when Aliana, do you hear you bend up? Been way a bit up so you stay steady. Alright, I'm almost done with the braids. Almost done with the braids, baby. I don't want to put too much braids in there because it's gonna be hard to pull out. What happened? You're bending your back, right? Osh, 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 osh. Osh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Because you're bent, the way you twist it up. Twist up yourself. Why are you twisted like that? Because you wanna watch the phone.
No, because I need to bend. I always bend when Aliana.
Oh, when Aliana do you hear you bend?
They bend. I just move them up.
Oh Jesus! You see the comparison, guys. She compare me with her sister. This one and done. I'm not combing her hair again. First, she gonna ask me, "Mommy, do you really know how to comb hair?" I say, "You don't have four girls, right?" I don't know what. I said, "Where do you think your sisters learn how to do hair from?" They say, "Oh, mommy, because I never seen you do hair before." It's the insult for me, bro. Like I got four daughters. I don't know. I must know how to do hair, girl. Trust me. And doing hair is my survival skill. All right. Almost done, pumpkin. Almost done the back. So the front, you're gonna have to lean back. Lean back, baby. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to do too much braids because it's gonna be too hard to pull
My
open.
back hurts.
Yeah, because you. All right, I'm gonna set the thing when I'm finished braiding this. Hold on, just hang tight. You don't set right on the pillow. If you don't set right, it's gonna affect your back though. Or you could have used your chair, but because you want to be comfy. And I'm not in Aliana's salon chair that she has downstairs. But that's what she make you go on, right?
No.
Mm-hmm. I'm not in our room. Gabby is complaining, guys. I'm Definitely gonna have to get the product them that our sister used in her hair. I'm telling you, I have to. All right. Sit. Get up. Get up. Get up. Stand up a little bit. Stand up. Okay. Yes. Look at it, guys. How does it look? How am I doing? Tell me how am I doing? The ends are not flat out though. I don't know. I think that might cause breakage. I might have to plait them out. You know, when I just moved here, I used to braid hair, right? And I used to do micro braid in 2 hours. Like micro braid was the thing then. So if you come to get your hair micro braid, I'll be done in 2 hours. And I'm talking about real tiny. I go so fast, like till my fingers they used to burn. But then I hated doing hair. Not something I like to do. Unless I have to do it. No? Because the lady who I used to work with, she used to rip me off. Okay. All right, baby. There you go. Let me plait out these ones. These ends gotta be plaited out better, because they'll break. Let me twist them. Twist the end of them, guys, because they'll break if they're not properly twisted. Alright, I'm almost going to the front now, mama. Let me finish twist the end of the hair, okay?
Okay.
Alright, no problem. Like, it's very good. I'm telling my daughter that even though she's in college for computer science, I'm like, baby girl, you could have a natural hair care business, because the way I see she care for natural hair in such a healthy way, she knows everything to put in your hair to make it, and how to braid it so it doesn't have tension, you know? She does a very good job. She knows the good products to use. I'm like, you should do that. And help little kids grow their hair, you know? Or even adults. I know adults would want to grow their hair too. She know all the natural products. She steams Gabby hair. She does everything, bro. All right, mommy. Hey, wait. All right, good, pretty good. All right, let me start the front. Guys, how am I gonna do this now? I want to do it that it's not gonna be as neat as Ali though. Gabby, you want some in your face or no? No?
No, not at all.
Okay. So we might have to take off the glasses though. Until I start the top part. Okay? I'm gonna do it in half and half. And then do it up together. Just like how she did it. So that's how she did it, you know. So I don't put too much tension on it. Where's the big... Happy Sunday to you, Daniel. How are you? Welcome. I'm combing my baby here for school. Getting her ready for school while I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm talking about how healthy our natural hair is, and not giving me credit for it because I didn't make her hair this natural. Her sister did. But how impressed I am that how her sister just maintained a nice natural hair, you know? Real nice. When I said she did good, she did good. I have to comment her. When she come back from school, I'm gonna have to pay her. I'll be like, girl, you did good with that little girl here. I have to pay you. Because she does a real good job taking care of her sister here. Scalp is healthy. There's no tension. Um, her curls are still defined properly. No heat damage, no nothing, you know? It's beautiful. No breakage or nothing. So the thing is with thing, I think they use something to braid when they're braiding, but I don't. I'm the old-fashioned braider, you know, who braids. When I used to braid here, they didn't have those stuff to put. Oh, shmana, it's tight.
No, I was just drooling.
Oh, you were drooling.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you drooling?
Hungry.
Hungry again?
Yes.
Gabby, you had 3 pieces of chicken. Girl, you gotta have to go back downstairs in a pot. Mm. Mm. Telling you, this cold weather make you guys eating a lot. We're gonna have to get an extra check to feed the kids who are at home in the cold weather. You see what I mean? Guys. Hello, how are you? Mark? Hello. How you doing? How you doing, Mark? I'm fully in mommy's mode right now. Gabby had so much food today. The food must have been real good. Guys, did you watch my live video when I was cooking dinner? And Gabby's telling me she's hungry again. Said I'm still hungry.
Remember, did I eat the Popeyes?
Popeyes out. That would have hurt your stomach, girl.
We just got it from yesterday.
Day before yesterday. And it looked like they didn't have it in the fridge because when I went out there in the morning, it wasn't out there. It wasn't inside like they had it in their room or something.
What do you mean they have it in the room? Mommy, Daddy just bought it for us.
Gabby, listen to me. When I went to the refrigerator, the kids didn't have it. All right, eat it. I'll make it hurt your stomach. Okay. I'm going to make Lorena eat it up for you. All right, don't listen. Don't listen. All right. Yes, have the Popeyes, Gabby. You can get piece more chicken. We have chicken in the fridge, in the pot. You can get some more. You want that?
No, I don't want that anymore.
Okay, you want the Popeyes?
Yeah, but I told you, Mama, I'm not lying to you.
What about the noodle? You want the noodle?
What noodle?
The noodle that Riri have.
I don't like Bodak.
Oh, you don't like Bodak?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll make Lorena. Call Lorena on the phone. Hello. How are you? Call Lorena and make sure you eat up some Popeyes, say. Because them say the Bible say all who can't hear will feel. So somebody gonna have to feel. So I'm not stressing out myself about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but I'm telling you.
Just call Riri, man. Just call Riri and then make Riri go eat you up some of the Popeyes because I'm not gonna stress out myself.
But Mommy.
All right, it's okay. It's good. I'm not arguing with you, Gabs. Have it. You want the Popeyes? Have it.
You're not listening. You tell
I am listening.
But you're saying it's expired, but it's not.
Okay, it's not expired. Okay. No crying. Answer. Lorena?
Calling.
Hello? Lorena? Riri? Why the phone not ringing?
I don't know.
Hold it. Mind the number show on the line. Hold it.
We can just take it off the live and then put it far away.
Gabby. Stop, Mama. Where's Lorena? She's not here?
I don't know, mommy. Why asking me? Do you think I'm a
So
ghost?
she didn't. She wasn't in our room.
No, she wasn't in her room at all. I didn't even see
I heard her
her.
talking about going to work, but I don't know who Lorena thinks she playing with going to work after 6 o'clock, Because Lorena think I was born under the moon, on the sun, or somewhere. But let me tell you, you see, all who can't hear, them are gonna feel. Trust me. Call your daddy and tell him to tell his son or his daughter to eat you up some chicken. Call him on camera. Call him, because you always have big mouth, so just call him regularly and tell him to make his son eat you up some Popeyes.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait a sec.
Come, yeah, just call him that way, because he's not going to stop talking, Gabby. You know he is.
Daddy,
Yes, mommy.
can you please ask your Jordanian papa to warm me up some Popeyes?
Oh, so you know why I'm gonna mommy cook?
I just already ate dinner, but still I'm hungry. Can you just ask Jordanian papa to give me some Popeyes?
Okay, then eat it, yeah, but you're still hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm at the grocery store. I'm coming in 2 minutes. Okay, mommy?
I think bring fruits for you then.
Okay, can you bring some veggies, some
Cucumber.
can you give me some cucumbers and some pickles?
You cucumber and pickle.
Yeah, I'm really in veggies now. I really like veggies and I really need that. I'm craving for it.
Okay, so I need some cucumbers and pickle, right?
Yes, pickles. Get the big ones. Get the big ones so I can drink the pickle juice.
Big ones?
Yeah, I want the big ones. But don't be like the hay ones. Be like the regular ones.
Regular ones.
Yeah, not the hay ones. Not the hay ones.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You didn't want no fruits?
Love you.
You didn't ask him for oh, so you just veggies now?
Yeah, veggies. I want veggies.
Okay.
Can I talk to mommy?
Yes, baby, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Yes?
I don't really sure from
Huh?
I don't know what you say now.
Me, I am you. Your daughter says she's really into veggies. What do you want me to do? Me not have nothing to do with that. Not me, baby. Leave me out of this. Me not born name Martin, I just get the name. Me not born name so.
Come on, don't say that. No, but still don't say that. Say something like, darn it. Don't say that.
I told you it's about Gabby. Me not born name Martin, brother. Adapt the name, so don't leave me out on the Martin conversation. Do not talk. Please, me I beg you.
So
Trust me.
that's ask Jordania or Papa or you both.
Getting your hair did, yes. She's getting her
Ask
hair did for
Jordania or
school
Papa.
tomorrow.
Whoever you want to ask, just give me the Papas. Please. Okay? Love you. Love you, love. Love.
Oh, sir.
Love.
How much more love story not gonna go on with right so? How much time we not gonna love so? Who short of love? Who the most? Jesus have mercy, no sir. Gabby, don't bother with it. Please, I beg you. Don't beg up before, please. Me don't want you no more love. Cause it look like something have some love missing.
Bye.
Oh boy, I tell you, these people. You got to love them. Real life stories, guys. That's the thing about this channel, everything real. Turn it down a little bit, mama. Turn it down a little bit now. Gabby, turn it down a little bit. Mama, Gabby,
Yes?
turn it down a little bit. Hold on, I'm up on the line. Everything you see here is real life, not edited. Guys, I braid fast, very, very fast. You still drooling, girl? I gotta check you out. It's sleep apnea. People who drool have sleep apnea. We gotta watch you. Gotta get you checked out, Gabby. Alrighty. I'm almost done here, guys. You see how fast? Look. Alright. Fast as ever. Super, super fast. Telling you. And you make sure that it's not tight and it's not bringing any tension, because with tension it brings alopecia. It's called tension alopecia, because if you braid it and it has too much tension, then it pulls, and then it just make your hair has a lot of space, and just get the hair weak. Sorry. All right, so this side is done. Yeah, baby. Oops. I could order it before your father come in, because I be a chatting when him come in. You not stop chat. Yeah, but I tell you. Guys, don't forget to like the video, guys. So this side is done. See? Done, done. I'm giving you a K-pop style, Gabby. You know the K-pop? You're a K-pop fan, right? Wait, move your glasses. Oh, me say, when she interfere movie, guys, when she interfere TikTok, or YouTube, she don't know that. When she interfere, turn it down, Gabby, a little bit. Turn it down. Okay, they're too close to my something. You have to turn it down before we get copyright. Turn it down, now. Just a little bit. Because they're too close to my camera. My soon done. Alright. Alright, pumpkin. Carol's daughter. I need something one on my ear. I can know, because my ear washed today too. And Aliana do her hair look different, because she puts the gel, the thing where they use when they're braiding. What is that thing called? I don't use it. I do old school braiding. But she used that when she braided her hair. So it's kind of a little tip neater than mine, because she used that. I don't use holding gel. I have, but I don't put it in here. Don't put it in our hair. I don't like it. And then I don't know which one she used. She don't want me to use my Ellie in your hair. So right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me while I get my daughter back to school. You know. All right, let's go. Let's go, baby. Start. Even though you're catching the edges, you got to make sure that it's not too tight so it doesn't bring any friction to the natural air. But it's still neat, you know? But just make sure it's not too tight. Because once it's tight, that's what brings the friction to your hair. So when she goes to sleep, her head will be hurting if, you know, if it's done too tight, and then you're going to see those bumps come in, and then that's what causes friction alopecia. All right. Yes. So I think the kids are going back to school regular time now this week because the ice is still on the ground, the walkways are still not cleared, but I think that they're expecting for parents to have put in things in place for the kids for pickup, so they might don't have a delay this week because it's very hard to clean the walkways because the fact that the ice, you know. Let me love you now. So our hair is super soft. One of the things that I use in our hair is once I finish washing it, I lock it in with shea butter. So she has a shea butter moisturizer. Once she wash her hair before it dries, I lock it in with that. I remember those days when my mom was a braider, but my aunt were, and oh, when my mom wasn't a braider, but my aunt were, and I will always having surprise look afterward. So you would have to go on Sunday night, right, to go get your hair done. Me too. So I would have to go to different people to go get my hair braided. I used to have a girl that lived in my community. Her name Opal. You know, she came across my mind. So she was super sweet. She never used to charge, but she used to always. We just had to wash her hair. But my hair was so short, guys. Oh my god, because I never used to use shampoo wash my hair. I used to use like, you know, the Fab soap. That's what I used to use on wash my hair, and it would rip my hair out. But I could go to her and she would braid my hair so small and tiny, and it will keep, and I could wear it to school. And I used to always think that I had the worst texture hair growing up. That's like I have the worst texture hair. Only to find out I didn't have bad texture hair. It's because I was using Fab in my hair. You know what the Fab is? Like the soap that you use to wash the clothes. That's what I was using in my hair. Or I would use tuna. Not tuna that you eat, but a tree. I would use it or aloe vera, set up my hair and wash it. That's what I would use to wash my hair. So I didn't have shampoo to wash my hair. So my hair was just rough and just messy. But she would always hook my hair up right, get it done on a Sunday. But there were other kids coming to her, so you know, you got to get there on time to get that hair done to get ready to go to school on Monday, you know? If you want to look sharp. But she was a teenager. She was older than us though, but she always loved doing my hair. And I used to cry that my hair was so short. And she's like, "No, it's all right." I know she must be the best mom ever. Cause she was so nice as a teenager. You know those older kids that just always make you feel so nice. That was Opal. was Saturday morning. My mom would wash and dry. My aunt would grease and braid. Oh, so you had a community. That's nice. Um, that is so nice having a community just to support when you're raising children. As I said with Gabby, I don't comb her hair any at all ever since Gabby was a baby. Her sisters do her hair, but her sister is away on campus, so until our semester is over, she won't be back. So I'm just taking it. She did her hair so it could last, but it was looking a mess. So I was like, let me take it out. I can braid here, you know. Let me take it out. I can't have my baby going around looking busted like this. I truly miss the good old days. Yes. You know, the thing about it is community is always, especially, I think that every parents who have children should have a community, a support system. Support system is so good raising children. Especially when you're getting them ready to go back to school. Parents, they got to get their uniform pressed. In America, they don't press uniform. You go as crushed as ever. Coming from an island, your clothes have to be washed. Call daddy back on that, Gabby. Call him back on that. Gabby,
Huh?
call your daddy on that phone. Yeah, your clothes have to be washed and pressed on Sunday, and all that had to be done before Monday, and then by 8 o'clock you had to be in bed,
Hello,
getting ready to
Daddy.
go back
Why
to
are you
school.
calling?
Don't say that. Don't be rude, little girl.
I'm not being rude.
Yes, babes. What's going on? I'm actually doing Gabby's hair. Yes, yes. When you come, you'll see. All right. All right. See you soon.
Sure.
Yeah. So the clothes had to be washed. So Saturday all day was washing. So even if there's not even running water, you gotta get water to wash the clothes. And then so in the Caribbean we wear white top. Kids had to wear white. So it one thing it forces you to do is to stay clean, because if you are a sloppy kid, you're gonna be dirty. Okay? And then the schools are so strict. You can't wear dirty clothes. So even if you have two uniforms, turn it down, Gabby. Turn it down. Even if you have two uniforms, you have to go home and wash it. And if it rains, you got to put it behind the refrigerator. That little coil behind the refrigerator, let it dry on it. you know, it's vital. It's a lot of persons when you have a youth support system and crisis and connect. Yeah, support system is I did not understand or know, because I grew up in the Caribbean, so support is always there. A little bit, turn it down a little bit more, Gabby. Support is always there. So because you grew up in a settings like that, even if your mom is not there, the neighbors, so you always have a community support. But when you come into a first world country where life is so busy, you have to create a community. Yeah, you have to. You really have to create a community. Hold on. And if you don't create a community, you're gonna be left alone. I remember coming here, I had to learn that hey, you're not in Jamaica anymore. And in order to survive, you're going to have to create a community. I would be at work and my kids still get to go to the museums because I had friends who take them, who would take them to the museum. So they have been to museums that I've never been to yet. They've been to the zoo. There's so many things that having a community, having friends, but it's sad if you live here and you don't have a community. It's hard, guys. It's very hard. Or older siblings, it's hard. The support system with me, my girls were 2 years and 5 years apart, so I had three of them within that age range. So for me, I have an adopted mom here, so she makes sure that wherever I could not fill in, she fill in. And when time she see like I'm going to get a burnout, even though I have a teenage daughter is just giving me crisis, and she steps in, she she would step in and just take full control of the situation of what's going on. So, but I don't know what I would do if I didn't have that form of community. It would be life would be just so hard. And then sometimes you might have an emergency call at school and you're so far away. And this is where community. In the Caribbean, you take it for granted because it's just there, but in a first world country, you say, hey, having a network of trusted people, because you can't just make anybody, make your kids, turn that around, turn it down back, Gabby. You can't make your kids be in a community with just anybody, and that's another thing again. You understand? Trusted people where they have full support and they'll be okay. They'll be safe just like how they're with you. Because if we went over to Miss Mary or Miss Jane house while we're in Jamaica, a parent wouldn't be worrying about us because they know we're safe. You know? But another thing that we used to do is it's sad to be so many are choosing to explore good rather support good. Yes. So another thing that we had to do is because we wear black or brown shoes. As they still do that here at Catholic schools, private schools, yeah. So they are sisters. Your shoes have to be clean, properly clean. One thing the sisters instill in you is that you have to have clean uniform and clean shoes, okay? And so we had to polish our shoes overnight. It had to be polished. My kids don't know what that is. They don't know. Mm-hmm. Your shoes had to be polished. It had to be properly clean, okay? And if your socks is dirt, you know after you wear the socks after a few days and you play outside, it gets dirty. They know if your socks dirty. You got whether it's a brown socks or not, they know it's dirty socks. So you gotta have to get that socks clean. So it teaches you how to groom yourself properly. It definitely does. But here in the public school system, Jesus have mercy. You see the kids them going to school, they be like, do they have a mother or a father? You know? How did they come out the house looking like that? A hot mess. And I remember I talked to the teachers, and then she says, sometimes the parents they have to be working while the kids are at school. They get themselves ready. But I said I was a single mom with my girls before my husband got here for a few years, and I can tell you that I come in the night. I come in at 12 because I had to go to school and work. As soon as I come in, my kid's uniform is it tight? My kid's uniform is dropped into the washing machine. I get up by 3 o'clock because I have to study for my exams. I get up at 3 and I put it in the dryer, and then I put it on press. I put it out on the sofa in the living room so that their uniforms, we didn't have camera phone like no, so I had to trust that they're gonna wear the unit. They're not crushed up or anything, and then I will cut up their cantaloupes, and I don't let them use the microwave or toaster when I'm not home. So if I'm not home, they don't touch nothing electronic. So I make their little tuna sandwich because, oh my God, until today, they still love my tuna sandwich. I make their tuna sandwich with the strawberries and cantaloupe, and I cut it up on the counter. And all I did was, because they had cell phones, but not, video cell phone, like no. I would call them and talk to them while they're getting ready to go to school. But one of the key part about it is I had to make sure that the door was closed. So I had to tell them sometimes, Go back and check to see the doors closed. Keep the children, respect themselves, and extend outwards to others. Yes, yes. And I really think that they need to implement that back in school. I know we live in a different world, but we can't be dropping off all the principles because that's why the kids are the way they are today. They don't respect nobody, they don't respect nothing because there's no principle. All that principle is gone, bro. These kids, they get up, some of them go to school even a pajama. They don't brush their teeth, they don't bathe the night before. And I'm talking about big teenagers, right? Big 16, 17-year old. Nobody should have to tell you to go take care of yourself before you go to school. But is the lack of, rules that are in schools today let, let kids that way, let kids are that way? No. So, hey, I really think it needs to come back. I think all the schools should wear uniforms. I remember one time I did not want my kids to wear uniform because I thought it was just too stressful. But man, I realized why they say uniforms is important because, man, I tell you, my kids go to high school and I was like, are they going to a club or something? I'm talking about all these different color hair. They have belly skins. I'm like, how does these teachers focus, especially the male teachers in school? How do they focus? Because those girls, they look like grown people. And the way they're dressed, I'm like, no, if you're in my class, I'm going to tell you, hey, listen, you need to cover yourself up, baby girl. I know it's cute and all. Report me to the principal, but you're not coming in my class looking like that. You're not. So when you're a parent at home telling your kids that, hey, you can't wear this and you can't wear that, they're looking at you like you're crazy. Like, mommy, you're not in the golden ages, because this is nothing comparing to what the kids wear at school today. And us parents, guys, we need to do better. We really need. We're there. These kids are expressing themselves, but we need to do better. They can express themselves, but don't want naked. They're going to school with male teachers towards that, and they don't have that kid like body. They look like grown people, and the way they dress, Jesus of mercy. Some of them, they can't even bend over, pick up nothing. They can't even bend. If their pencil dropped, they can't even pick it up. I'm like, how did you allow your child to leave the house like that? They need uniform. I think that all kids should wear uniform, just like the private schools. They should wear uniform. They should. It's costly, but boy, it rather cost the parents than they're walking around the schools like that, man. It's crazy. Go to high school, I'm like, did they allow them to come in school like that? They're like, we can't do nothing about that, mom. Nothing. Full pajamas. Nothing. It's like, Jesus of mercy. It's not pajama day. Where you going? First of all, our principal will stop us at the door and say, hey. You got to call your parents. You got to call your parents. You're not coming in my school looking like that. You're going to respect my school. You're going to respect those in your community. All right, Gabs. So, guys, it was super, super nice talking to you guys. Let's turn around, Gabby. Let them see your hair. See your hair that I did? It's like the K-pop. I wanted to give her like the K-pop style because she's a K-pop fan. They have the little long thing, the back of their hair, and they have like a little mohawk thing up here. Guys, when I was a kid, I used to get the same hairstyle. Oh, turn around, Gabby. Turn around. All right, Miss K-pop.
I
You love it?
love it.
Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Talk about if mommy can do hair too.
You look.
And I don't. Did you want beads? You don't want no beads on it. No.
No beads.
You're a big girl, no. The big girl don't wear beads no more.
I ain't looking like a goddess.
She looks like a, you heard this, guys? This is what I want to hear. My baby says she looked like a goddess, okay? No extension, just our natural hair, and she thinks she looked like a goddess. Let's start embracing our kids. Let them love in themselves the way they are, you know? Let them know that they're beautiful with their natural hair, and so that we can prevent a lot of cancer, a lot of things that is happening to our young people. By the time they reach 20, they have cancer, the this, cancer, the that, you know? All right.
That take like 45 hours.
Yes.
But we still worked it.
It took what?
45 hours.
Girl, it did not take no 45. Guys, it's not even an hour.
How long did it take?
It's just turned to an hour, Gabby. And look how your hair did. I plait the back of your hair.
It just turned for an hour?
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to get some of this in my hair because I want my hair to be growing.
Okay. Take it from me.
Guys, I need my hair to be growing too.
You
Cause
put it on your...
I don't know what they put it in Gabby's hair. Gabby hair is long, and all of them hair is long, and they're not hooking me up. So I gotta. All right, go give them back this, Gabby.
Okay.
Plug out that stuff.
I can't even stand anymore.
Oh, your hair looks good, girl. You look good. You look real good, girl. Come over here. Come over here. Let them see.
Oh my god, Mommy.
Guys, she looks so good. Our hair is shrinking, guys, already, but she looks super, super good. Turn around, Pumpkin. Yes. Studiente. All right, go return them stuff for me, before. Here. You see the funny part about it is, I don't even know where my blow dryer is. And if I buy another blow dryer, it's gonna be gone just the same way. But you can't touch nothing for them. Just return that for me, my love.
Why can't you just take it?
No. You see, I gotta put a lock on my closet. Then I buy anything. I'm not buying anything else. No more combs. No more nothing. Not doing that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Old school days, you know? Back into reality time. I don't get to do it a lot because, you know, they help out with their little sister, but it's also a bonding time for me and Gab as well. She didn't even know I could do hair. So I washed her hair. Let me show you the thing that I use once I wash it, so it keeps the moisture. So I'm gonna tag this. So I had this to it once it was wet. I have the sheer butter. So Caris Royal, she's in the UK. So it's a detangler moisturizer. She's in Canada. She told me that shea butter, because our hair in the wintertime is real dry. My scalp is dry. So she said to use rosemary and shea butter. So I got the shea butter moisturizer for her hair. And I have the rosemary drop. So once I wash it, I put that in. And I use the rosemary onks shampoo in her hair as well. So it has this like mint, mint thing to it. And then I put this in to lock in the moisture, so our moisture is not dried out of her hair. Then at night she ties it with a silk cloth, so that way the moisture is locked in. Cherish the time my daughters 3 are grown in their own way. My last is 17 or 18 in 8 weeks. So cherish it. I miss those days. Yes, mine's. Lorena was born in August. How many weeks I have to August? I don't even know. You check the weeks, girl. You are a boy. So.
Sorry, man.
So my third born is going to be 18. So I have a 20. No. In how many weeks? I think in 8 weeks I'm going to have a 25. In 8 weeks I'm going to have a 22, 21. 21? Yeah, a 22. I'm going to have a 25, a 22, and in August I'm going to have an 18. So I have three grown adults. And so Gabby is the only baby. Okay? And she's just 9. So I have 8 more years that I can get to bond with her. And, I'm trying to undo some of the things I did with the older ones because, parenting doesn't have an handbook. right? So for my oldest daughter, there are so many things that slipped through the crack because I did not know. I did not know what to expect. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't even know that when you reach high school, you don't go to school all day. None of those stuff I knew, okay? And a lot of things, it just slipped past me because she was just the oldest one, and I wasn't used to a lot of things, different changes. She just acts the same way. She's super quiet. And so nothing really changed, but so much changed without me really realizing it because parenting don't have an handbook. And so with my second daughter, she did not go to school in person because she did not like the environment. And she just come and says, well, school is not for her. And she wanted to be homeschooled because there was too much things going on in school. I didn't understand until the third one who wants to take part in all of that. And so it's my third daughter who made me see like, whoa, wait. What is going on here? you know? So that's when my sense has actually opened up to see what school is like and things that goes on in school and so the change and the behavioral change. My the two older ones, they kind of grew up closely like millenniums, really, because they were still we the strictness was still there, but you realize that the younger they are is the less control we have at home. I homeschool my last two. I truly recommend it to parents. I am really thinking about that with Gabby because a little boy said something to her at school last week, and I'm like, the, I have several complaints. So when I reached out to the teacher told me she have a lot of kids, and she's like, yes, she's aware of cursing, she's aware of disrespect, she's aware that these things are happening, but remember, she has over 38 kids in her class. It's hard for her to control all that, and she's right. But it's either have to go be private school or homeschool. Yeah. Something I'm really thinking about that for definitely for middle school. I'm gonna implement that for middle school for Gabby. Middle school is when you start seeing the drastic change in our kids, and they move from a baby into, the younger kids mixing with some of the older kids, and then you realize that complete culture shift and the attitude shift and the behavioral shift and a lot. And I just want to change that. I want to see how I can make a change with her to not lead to some of the results that I had, with my third born. My third born was a child that makes me, oh boy, I'm telling you, she made me figure out that, hey, you're living in a whole different time, right? And so mine's is 20, 31, 26, 23, 17. Two grandsons, 6 and 2. Oh, they're baby. You have grandkids already. What? You having a life. You having a life. My husband, he wants grandkids. I don't think my kids are ready to have kids yet. Honestly. Although did we have an age gap or how mature or where we were in life when we were having kids? No. But these kids today, they're super super different. They're not interested in having any kids, and that's number one. And number two, I don't think, especially my oldest daughter, isn't ready to have kids yet. Like for me, if I was given the kids test, I'd be like, girl, you're not ready. Probably my second born would be, but she doesn't want to have kids. So um, we just have to wait. Too many negative teachers are stretched thin. Negative behavior. Teachers are stressed in and stress them out. Outside influence. So basically, that's what the teacher told me. The teacher, she literally told me that she said, I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. Because it's 38 kids and it's just me alone, and she just had a newborn baby. And she's like, I'm trying to do my best. She said, I know that these things are happening here. So I make sure to tell Gabby, I said, please let them know, hey, tell them, Gabby uses this thing all the time. My mom is Jamaican. My mom don't play. She's Jamaican. Don't let my mom come up here, okay? Because I'm not scared of you. But they use I don't know where they get these words from. It's crazy. Some things that these kids talk about in school, when my daughter come home and tell me, "Hey Casey, how are you?" When she come home and tell me the things that the kid says, I say, "What did you say? A kid told you that?" My mom is Trinidadian. Oh, so you got the real teaching. One thing I can tell you about Caribbean and African parents. Oh, African parents, they don't play. African, African parents don't play. Their kids, even though they go to public school, they stay in the straight and narrow. Oh, 1% of African kids will be like, kind of get in the glitch of stuff. But African parents, they don't play. They do not play. That you can see the difference with an African kid going to school than a regular kid. But Caribbean kids today, they're blending in with the society. They're blending it. They're with the trend. They're with what's going on right now in school. And they're losing, honestly, the focus in school right now is not about learning anymore. Mm-mm. How do you go to school and you don't do schoolwork? When I was going to school, was that even something, a thing? How do you go to school and you're not present at school? But you're in school and you're not present. Boy, we need to bring back the 90s and the 80s, and we need to bring back those times. So that's a question me and my husband asked the teacher. How do they go to school? You guys see them in school. They don't go to class. How? She said, "Oh, they're in the hallway. It's just," she's like, "Oh, it's just six coordinators and this. So it's not a lot of us comparing to 1,500 students. It's very hard for us to monitor. There's so many different entrances to the school. They can just leave." I was like, "So what about security?" So those entrances, you don't lock them. They don't have buzzers that goes off if the kids leave to the door. Like in the hallway, don't you guys have cameras to see that it's blocked off with kids who's supposed to be in class? For even a vice principal walk along that block to make sure that those kids are not in the hallway. You know, I'm not gonna say the teachers don't care, but if it's this bad, let's think about our future. If the school system is this bad, it says a lot for our future, guys. It really says a lot. The teachers are working hard. The teachers are working hard, and some of the parents show no interest in the kids, and so the teachers don't care either. Okay, from me, I can tell you, my daughter, she can't stand me. I'm logged into the school system to see the grades. "Oh, mommy, the grades are not in yet." Okay, great. I'm emailing the teacher. "Oh, she told me the grades aren't." "Well, she didn't come to class." "Oh, she didn't want. She wasn't at class today." Okay. I'm calling her. I'm like, "Your teacher said it wasn't at class." "Oh, your teacher is lying." So I said, "Hey, miss or sir, could you give me a call?" They give me a call. I'm like, "She said she was at class today." She's like, "Oh no, she wasn't." "Oh, my bad." "Okay, my bad. My bad." "Okay. Okay." It needs to return. Our future is at stake. The whole school system needs to come back. It needs to if they change anything else. I know they take out praying in school. Okay, if you guys take that out, fine. But the rules, they need to come back. It needs to come back. The kids' behavior, and the teachers are scared of them. Honestly, the teachers are scared of them. Like I had a conversation with two teachers, and literally, the lady was like, "Okay." She's like, She said, I live behind here where the school is," and she's like, "Oh, I see them all the time, and they see me too. But you don't mess with them, because if you mess with them, even their parents will come up here and say something to you. So you just leave them." I said, "You just leave them. So what is security at the door for?" you know? It's crazy, guys. It is crazy. The school system um knows me. They knows you, and the school themselves knows me by name. Yeah, as parents, we have to play a part, guys. But if we're doing it and other parents are not doing it, it's like, but we kind of like keep a high on our kids to some extreme, right? I remember my adopted mom told my daughter, because she just retired last year from the military, she said, I'm gonna apply to be a chaperone and I'm gonna follow you to your classes. Follow you to your classes. But for my third born, I have she's in a leadership program. So the lady in the leadership program, she have access to go into the schools, right? She could go into the school anytime because she works at one of the well-known universities here. So they recruit from the school. And so I remember she told me that she walked into the school and guess who she saw in the hallway? Oh, somebody who was related to me. And she's like, "Hey, what you doing here?" And our friends is like, "Hey, who's this?" She's like, "Don't say anything to her. I'm just gonna go to class." Yeah. So you gotta have people looking out for your children because they're gonna become a part of the statistic. He said there's no future. That's why they're building AI. AI is gonna be running the future. That's the whole point of AI. It's the politics interference that causes all the dismay and it affects the educational system and parental rights. I agree. I 100% agree with that. I agree with that. They want us to be friends as parents, and our parents weren't our friends. Oh yeah, I'm not no friend with nobody, and you do not call me bro. You don't call me bro. I was talking to my stepdaughter the other day. She said, "Yo, bro." I was like, bro, bro. When since I became a bro? Who's a bro? Like, I don't. I'm one thing I'm not gonna do this year. I'm not tolerating no disrespect from any teenager, anybody. Don't bro me. Just watch that link. It is crazy. It's so sad. Oh, you have some kids who may go to school. I'm telling you that it is so much pressure in school. No matter how much rule you have at home, your good kid could go to school and fall in the trap of this system. They could know exactly what's right, exactly what to do. And I'm not just talking about in America, it's all throughout the world, bro. It's not just an America's problem, it's a worldwide problem. Yeah, who you broing? Who you broing? When since it's okay when an adult speaking to you to call them bro? When since that become okay? Especially if somebody's disciplining you. That's not okay. That's and that's how they talk to the teachers. Oh yeah, that's how they talk to the teachers. hmm A teacher was telling me that there was another teacher that she had to go help in the class because the teacher was literally crying. Yeah, the teacher was crying.
Gabby, put your shape on the table and show me.
No, that's Lorena. That's Lorena's food. Yeah, the teacher was crying because of how disrespectful the kids were. And even though they're trying to break it down to me to tell me what is going on in the school, I just don't understand what is going on. I honestly, I know that one teacher can't change it, but because the laws does not protect the teachers, they don't care. The school laws, I'm gonna ask you to fix it. I don't know. I was watching Gabby here and I saw that. I support homeschooling. I support it too, but honestly, if I had somebody at home, I would have made Gabby homeschool. I would have made Gabby close my room door. I would have made Gabby homeschool if I had somebody at home or if I was still working from home. 21-year-old bus driver. Oh my God, are the bus drivers? How you guys manage on the buses? How you guys manage on the with the school bus? They're, you know what? One thing I like with the bus drivers don't play though. The bus drivers will kick you off the bus. You know, when they'll disrespect the teachers, I don't think they play with the bus drivers though. Because I remember hearing my kids say, "Oh, I don't like the bus driver." And if you break the rule one or two times, the bus driver said you can't drive on their bus. You can't come back on their bus. So I think that's the only system that is actually working right now in school. Yes, the bus drivers. Yes, go ahead. The only thing that's working is the bus drivers right now. Nothing else is working. Nothing else is really working. They're scared of the bus drivers. I mean, when I was going to school, I'm scared of the principal. The principal? Who? When you're not even scared of the teacher, the principal, once the principal is coming, it's like a tremor going down the hallway. These kids, they walk past, they skate, as they said, they skate past the principal. They don't even care. With intense prayer, fasting, and supplication, medication with biblical scripture. They take out that out of school. Prayer is no longer in schools. I don't know if in Jamaica too or other countries, but I think there's a lot of African countries still do that. Miss Martin, the school system has to change for the better. It has to. Or AI is gonna run the whole thing. And here I make mistake. I am the driver whose student. No, I am not with the foolishness. Yeah, they don't play with the. I told you. When they'll try the teachers, they don't play with the bus drivers. They'll be like, "Oh, I don't like that bus driver." And when you hear them say, "I don't even know. Oh, it was a substitute bus driver. Ooh, we got a break. I don't like that bus driver." Mm-hmm. That's why they should not like the teachers either. They should be going to school and say, "Oh, I don't like that teacher." And that teacher can pass them in the hallway and say, "Hey, why are you not in class? Like, what's up?" Like, I had teachers when I was going to school. Oh, you missed class and they know you're all, they're coming for you, they're embarrassing you, dragging you up like there's your mother and father. Yo, come. I'm pushing in the classroom. And move. You move and you see. Just try move. Or call your parents. Because you must think your parents, they're scared of your parents. But today, these parents go up there, oh my God. They be talking some stuff out of their mouth. They be disrespecting the teachers. Be like, whoa. Now I see why. Now I see why. They now I see why they treat the teachers like that. Because their parents tolerate it. Yeah. Until politics change, love and money, our people are stay the same. Oh, turn that down, Gabby. Babes, close back the door. Gabby, come close this door. Unfortunately, we have someone who's not qualified ahead of the school department. Whew, this. Casey, yes, up there, sit over. Oh, Jesus. You are something else, Casey. You are something else. I think the system was messed up before that. I really think the system was messed up before that. It's not just a one person thing. It was something that has been happening. And it's spreading over into our homes because no matter how good you raise your children, once they go out into the system, they come back home the same. You know, they say you're a product of your environment. You could have a good disciplined child at home. They go out into this public school system and they come home a mess. And I was just saying public school system, but somebody told me the other day, they were like, "Oh, it happened in a private school too." Oh, trust me, it happened. But they'll kick them out. The principal will kick you out. But it do happen. It do. It's worse now. It is worse now. It is worse in all the schools. It is worse. I'm sorry for. I mean, I wish these kids know how important it is to be educated. But they said, why do I need to be? All you gotta do is ask AI. Like Gabby is at the stage now where her tutor, she's using dictionary, and Gabby cannot understand why she needs a dictionary when she can use Alexa. She said, "Why do I need a dictionary? You can use Alexa." I hope I'm not waking up anybody Alexa in your house. And she has a point because technology has become so accessible to these youths. They don't think they need to do the hard work. She's like, I'm just teaching you how to know in case the system goes down, how to still find a meaning of something. The dictionary. And she's like, I know they don't use dictionary in schools anymore. They don't. They don't use dictionary in schools anymore. But do your child know how to use a dictionary? And I said, I said to her, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna beat your system. I'm gonna support it. She has to use a dictionary. She has to. She needs to know if the word is the adjective, noun, whatever parts of speech the word is, and she has to know the meaning of the word, and it has to come from the dictionary. No AI, none of that. Okay, great. That is a great foundation. It needs to change. The educational system needs to change. Follows who's cashing benefit check for the political parties from the schools to prison. That's the pipeline. That is the pipeline. I think they're really setting them up to fund the prisons. Honestly. Thank God, but I wasn't like that when we went to school. I'm glad we weren't like that. You had kids that misbehave, but that's a one in a wonder. You know? Even if we wanted to misbehave, even if we thought about it, we couldn't. We couldn't. These kids, our principal, my principal didn't pay. I had some big earrings and they took away my earrings from school. I still remember those earrings until today. Nice gold earrings. They took them. And my mother couldn't go get it back. From who? I had a girl that I fight in school. And boy, who tell me to do that? I remember that till this day. you know? So that made me know that, hey, fighting is not the answer. because there's discipline that comes behind that. And there's bad discipline that comes behind that. You know what I mean? Before I have to go into the prison system for them to teach me, I learned that in high school. Because I was fighting all the way from elementary school till high school. I meet the right teacher, bro. Miss Campbell. She don't blame. She was a vice principal. Oh, she made me know that, hey, it stops right here or you go to prison. You know? But parents must stick together. That's the thing. We're not sticking together. And some of the thing is because, especially parents in America, because of how the system is and they got to provide for the kid, they don't really have time. So technology really raised them. The kids are so exposed to everything, things that Gabby at 9, no. I didn't know that until probably I was like 18. you know? So access to knowledge is at a broader span right now because of technology, which is a good thing, but it's just not being used in the right way, right? And it's messing all of us up. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you for that gift. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I was focused on my education and being the captain of the wrestling team. You know, there are one and few children who are still focused. And as I said, African parents, they don't play about their kids. I have this little girl who live on my road. Her parents, the school that she goes to is a school that everybody said is not a good school. And that little girl went to that school. She was in aviation. She went to that school. She goes to college. She don't stay on campus. She drives to school. She comes back. She does everything. And I'm like, I saw her mom and dad. I'm like, could you give me the recipe of what you did? Because I said, my kids are not going to go to that school because of the reputation of the school. And I'm seeing a good product come out of that school. So it has to be with the rules that is set at home, and how, what's the consequences behind if you break those rules. The thing is, a lot of us parents, especially me, I can say I have rule, but what's the consequences when they break the rule? There's none. So if they break the rule, there's no consequences. What's going to make them not do it? You know? And that's the problem with us parents. We will make the rule, but what is the consequences if you break the rule? As I said, my husband said my kids not supposed to, their hair not supposed to perm. They're not supposed to wear this. They're not supposed to wear it. And they all have natural hair because they can't do it. And for my older kids, he's no tattoo. Okay. Even if my older kids have tattoo, I wouldn't know because they wouldn't display inside the house. He's like, even if you do have, do not bring it around your younger siblings. Don't make it be known to your younger siblings, because now you're going to be promoting that to them. Right? I can't tell you what to do as an adult, but just don't bring it in my house. So when you come into my house, make sure. But I'm like, babes, but they're seeing it on the road. He's like, in this house, they don't play that. They don't play that. And trust and believe me, no matter how you see they want to act, they don't break his rule, because they know there'll be consequences to his rule. But for me, I'll make the rule, whatever. You know, what's the consequences behind breaking my rules? There's nothing. So why would I? So it's the same thing with a lot of kids at home. Your parents might be strict, but if there's nothing with breaking those rules, why would they need to? Yeah. He's like, he doesn't have a problem with it. He just don't want the younger kids to see that. And it's like, even certain movies, he comes in and he see the older one watching and the younger one there. It's a problem. He's like, you're going to sit here and have your little siblings watch this movie with you? Are you serious? It's important, but not every kid see it important. Not every kid. Social media, this is the first thing they're going to tell you. I could go on social media and make a lot of money. I don't have to go to school. I don't have to. They'll tell you that. My husband kind of leave education to me, because I tell them, I say, listen, I couldn't afford to go to college when I was in my country, my home country. And when I came to America, I was able to go to college. But I have lived both life. I've lived the life not going to school, and I've lived the life going to school. Okay? There are a lot of successful business people out there, but it requires a lot of discipline, and you have to have some knowledge or some foundation in business in order for your business to stay successful, because business has its ups and downs, right? And so if you're not prepared for that, don't talk about your entrepreneur for me, baby. You're faking it. You're not making it, right? And so if you don't have the discipline, the drive to do that, you don't even have the discipline to go to school every day and do your schoolwork and turn it in. You think you're going to have the discipline in a business to show up every day for yourself? Don't play with me with that. I'm not hitting your dream. I'm just telling you, this, become a business owner, it requires discipline. It requires discipline. So everybody wants to be, even to become a content creator, you need discipline. You can't just get up every day and do what you want to do. So what school is teaching you is you have to have discipline and how to apply yourself. It's the application school is teaching you, the application. You may not think it's important, but the reason why you're going there is for you to show up on time, is for you to meet deadlines. That's what school is there for, to teach you. But mommy, we're not going to use everything that we learned in school. You're right. There's a lot of, even in college, a lot of things I did in school and I don't use them. But you know what it taught me? It taught me structure. It taught me structure. My daughter says, well, both of them says, I remember my first one said, when I finish my BS, I'm not going for my master's. I'm like, sure, that's fine. At least you have the basic. You know, I don't care what you do with it. I am an advocate for education, but I'm not against not having education. But you have to have the discipline. And if I'm not seeing the discipline, I'm going to tell you to go to school. Go to school. Because it's going to teach you discipline. In college, you have to meet deadline. You could come up with all the stories you want in the world. If the deadline pass, hey, you better not be somebody like me, because you're not getting no second chance. You see what I mean? Second chance don't go for you, baby. And you'll figure that out when you go to the college, especially when you go to the wrong college. Okay, so learn now to meet deadlines. Discipline, application, structure, determination, results, and success. Yes. Discipline. My husband works 6 days a week. He doesn't have to. He does. This man shows up every day, hot or cold. And he is one. So if they don't do school, they have to do sports, because sports will teach them discipline. But some of them want to play sports. They want to play sports, just to play sports. But they don't have no discipline, so they don't succeed. You see? See where it go? So if you don't have discipline, you can't play sports, because it won't work out for you. You're going to just play. Discipline takes you further. Knowing that you got to get up. If the bus comes at 8, you don't get up at 8. Because even if you're an entrepreneur as you want to be, you have clients, and the client have an expectation for you to be present. If they're trying to do business with you at 7, because your business is supposed to be open at 7, don't think that you coming at 9, you're going to get their business. They're going to go to another entrepreneur. So that's the same thing. The same thing. No grades, no sports. But some of them do the grades just to go in the sports. And then when they go into sports, they're not disciplined enough. They just want to be in the sport, because now you're a jock when you're in the sports. Okay? So it brings more attention to you. Wrong reason of joining sports. Wrong reason. But guys, we just have to pray. We just have to pray that somebody come in that can say, hey, but with the way technology is going, I don't see the educational system changing. And it was so hard for especially African Americans to be educated. It was so hard for us. And to see now that so many African Americans are so educated today, and to see like we're going backwards. We're really going backwards. Good night, my love. Good night. Yeah. It's like we're going backward. We're going backwards with time. We're going backwards with everything. We're really going backwards. I remember when I was a kid, I wrote a friend name on my paper, and my it was basic school, you call that? Preschool? Oh, that teacher, when that teacher was done with me, I never wrote off of somebody's paper again. I remember that. Do your homework. So at the time, it was very hard for me, but I've learned a lot from it, I've learned a lot from it. And I still try to teach the kids that, even though they say, Mommy, that's whole school. That's whole school. I don't want to deal with that, Mommy, because that's whole school. Or they tell you, oh, Mommy, back in your days and my days are two different things. And I'm like, trust and believe me, if you apply some of the principle from my days, it will set you up for success. It will set you up for success. If you apply some of the principle from my days, it will set you up for success. But you want to apply the principle of your days, and it's not taking you nowhere. Because honestly, nobody cares about you. Teachers, I won't say the teachers don't care. The teachers don't have the power to care for you. What is it, baby? Well, my husband is here now, guys, and he's staring dead at me. You want me now? You want to talk? But we'll talk again another time, guys. Two-time state champion, All Americans. That required discipline. You had to be very disciplined to do that. Read my three last comments. Let me see, Casey. I was a wrestler. Oh, yeah. In in grade school. Ooh, nice. No grades, no sports. But as long as you have a 2.0, you can play sports. Not that it wasn't the same thing when I was going to school. You couldn't do that. Yeah, my cousin-in-law just texted me too. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. So guys, I'm gonna have to run now because he comes and he's on his phone, so it's gonna affect my live video. But it was a nice discussion, guys, going back in old school, and I know a lot of us parents have been experiencing this, and we might have went to the teacher and have the same discussion that I'm having. And I say, don't stop caring, guys. Don't stop caring. Just make sure, even though the influences are at school, make sure that your kids, if it at least come out with a high school diploma, so that they have the basic. Because no matter where, I remember this guy was working at my job when I was a server, and he couldn't do nothing because he didn't have a high school diploma. He dropped out of school. So even a basic high school diploma is very, very important. And sometimes they go to school and waste time with their friends, and because that's what's happening in school. But it will affect them. It will affect them, guys. Okay. There are trades that are being taught in school. They can do it. There are sports that can give them opportunity they can take part in. There's so many resources there for them. There are college credits. All my kids, they have college credits before they finish high school. There, it is there. And my third born, I have to be fighting with her to do these credits because she don't see the need for it. I don't see the need for it. I'm going to do it anyway when I go to college. Girl, it's free. That's the need. Too much, too easy. Yes. But for all the real parents who tune in tonight and we just reconnected, thank you so much for connecting with me. And yeah, it was nice. I'm so happy that I clicked this live tonight and came on here and say, hey, let me just hang out with my people, because I haven't been so actively live anymore. But tomorrow I will be having Money Monday, and that's where we talk about finance. All right, we talk about money. We talk about, because guess what? Many of us are millenniums, and very soon we'll be going into retirement. It may seems far, but we need to start talking money, because money is the thing that most of us were not taught in school. And so we don't really know how to make money work for us, right? We know how to work to get money, but we don't know how to make money work. So definitely tune in tomorrow morning, around 10 o'clock, where I have Money Monday, and we go in a lot of other discussion. Well, we're on no credit 2026, but it branch off into different phase. If you guys like to check in tomorrow, if you're not busy or if you're at work, or you could check out my courses that I have on that. And I'll be having guests coming in soon. You are ordained for this life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we as parents, we're going through a lot. I mean, I think these kids were talking about they need therapy. We need therapy from these kids. I think we need to have parent therapy, bro. It's a disaster. We need to have therapy from them. They're the first one to tell you that they need therapy. I'm like, when you guys are done with us, we're going to need therapy. But what we can do is, for the younger generation, we can start thinking about new ways of how we can shape our future, because we work so hard to get educated, right? And so for us to even get the basic education, even the simple thing as reading, and then to see our generation go back to not even being able to read. It's a reverse of history and what our foreparents have worked so hard for. And so, as parents, please don't drop that baton. Hold yourself accountable for your kid, right? I know you don't want them to feel any different from the other kids in school, but make sure as parents, we love them, but they're not our friends. We want to be the yes parents and to be the like parents and to be the parents that they say when they get older they don't need therapy from. But whichever way, they're gonna need therapy because life is gonna hit them. The same life that you had to live, they will have to live it too. And then they're still gonna blame you because they're gonna say, Mom and Dad did not tell me this was gonna happen. So please don't lose those principles that we had growing up because it's what shapes us. It's what and a lot of these kids, they don't know God, so you can't even say Holy Spirit talking to them. They just act, right? So we have to do our part as parents. Don't let their friend navigate what you can see when your kid is going astray. You can see it. You can see when something is wrong. You don't know what is wrong, but you know something is wrong. Don't stop talking. Be that miserable parent that they say always talking. Don't stop talking because guess what? When the problem comes, they're going to remember every word that you say. My mom always tell me the story. My uncle, my grandmother always tell my little uncle. She always says, when the door go bang, don't call me. And what does she mean like that? By that, if he goes to jail, you know that bang when they close the door? She said, don't call me. So when he was a teenager, he was hanging out with some friends who were going on a robbery. And while he was in the car with them, he heard his mother voice telling him that when the door go bang, she not coming. And he told them, let me out. I'm not going. And they were all laughing at him like, oh, you crazy. You're so coward. What? And he said the only thing he was hearing was his mother saying in his ear, remember, when the door go bang, I'm not coming. So as parents, even though they don't want to hear what we got to say, we got to tell them, you're not going to have my support if you go down the wrong road because I've been warning you. Yes, the same pressure you have, even though it's more now, I had the same pressure in school. And even if I'd made that turn, that wrong turn, I want to let you know that turn resulted in this. And I don't want you to result that way. So I need you to listen. We must stand strong through their storms inside. Yes, Rivera said parents, friends, or advisors. When I explain A, they're going to choose something. Yeah, warn them. Because some of us parents can see that our kids are doing the wrong thing and we're afraid to warn them because we're afraid of our friendship with them. We're afraid they don't feel the same way about us. But guess what? If they do something wrong, the state don't feel the same way about them. And it's them versus the state of Maryland, the state of Ohio, the state of Florida. And we could cry all we want to. We could beg the state all we want to. The state don't care about us. It is them against the state. So start telling them now, sending out those warning signals. Find the resources for them because they're not interested. Find it for them. If they're struggling to read, find the resources. Struggling to learn, find the resources. If they're put these applications in place. So if they fail on their own. Not because you didn't try, not because you didn't warn them, not because you didn't tell them what's going to happen. Because when the door go bang, they're going to remember, my parents was telling me this. I'm in my 40s, and there are things that my parents told me that sometimes I said, I'm mad at myself because my parents told me this. I could say my mom told me that. My dad told me that. Safety over friendship. But kids today, they don't care about safety. They don't care about safety. They don't know danger. Tell me which. I could go up to 21-year-old right now who know danger. They don't know danger. When I was 21, I was very much aware of danger. You can go as far as in this generation to 21. They still don't know danger. I was like, what kind of generation is this? They don't know danger. Safety is not a concern for them. In which while we were growing up, by the time we were 8, safety was our biggest concern. I would say about 7 or 6, we start learning how safety is a major concern when we were growing up. But this generation, I'm going all the way to 21. They don't know. They don't know that safety is. They don't know that safety is a major concern. You ask them, they can't tell you. They can't tell you. So, guys, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna get this Miss Gabby because she see me on my phone. She's taking the time cover her hair and put her little tail in bed. Get your hair covered. I was just talking about you. Don't come go hug up and no kiss up on no daddy
No,
now.
no, 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 no. Daddy, where's my pickles and pickles? In the other fridge? Thank you.
Okay, Miss Lady, you need to cover your hair and it's time for bed, okay? Grab the pickle, cover your hair, and it's time for bed, okay? No more talking. Turn off the TV. Don't go back out there. Yeah, we learn responsibility very early. I'm, boy, I'm so happy. I am so happy that I learned responsibility. I hated it. I ain't gonna lie. I hated responsibility, but whew, I'm happy that I learned responsibility at a very young age. Yeah. I'm very, 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 very happy that I did. These kids, they don't know the danger of anything. Are you gonna fix it, babes? They don't know the danger of anything, and they don't care about the danger of anything. They don't care. It's none of their business. None of their business. You're going to your bed. Yeah, I'm about to. No, I'm not going to bed, but I'm about to put Gabby to bed. And O'Neill come in now, and so I'm gonna just connect it with them a little bit. Watch the little TV while the TV watch me and go to sleep. Yeah, but I'm gonna get her. I need to get her back in a routine of going to bed on time, because you know. See you tomorrow at 10. All right, bye. Take care, guys. I love you. Take care. Big up all my good parents, them who doing their job. Big up all my good aunties and my parenting. It can be a whole community. My sisters, my brothers, my aunts, my community member, my church member, my facility member. They play a major part in your kids' life. Big up all of who know what. Make sure so the younger generation stay on track and stay grounded, because you can help shape a child even though they're not your own child. Please speak something positive. When they're complaining to you about how their mom and their dad is, just let them know that it's coming from a place of love and it's because their parents love them while they're correcting them, because the world won't. And big up on yourself. All of my good family members out there. Take care and see you tomorrow for Money Monday. Bye, loves. Take care.